All right, so you're looking for a multimedia screen for your car. You got a classic car, you have an older car, or you have a newer one where the screen is tiny. It may be touchscreen, but it's kind of problematic. And you're looking to kind of upgrade your car. You're looking to kind of bring it to the next level and bring it to the 21st century in terms of technology. You know, because there's a lot of older cars out there and it could really use something like this rather than changing out the stereo system, which is fine, and you want to keep that original and you want to keep it authentic, that's fine, and I totally get it. And you're looking for something to kind of bring you to the next level. So this unit that I'm going to open up is called Carpuride W901 Pro. It's a portable, smart, multimedia, dual Bluetooth dashboard counts, and it's basically a 9-inch screen. I think that's where the 9 comes in. It's the Pro, which means it's got 2 Bluetooth, I think they're called level 5 Bluetooth chips in it. And the first Bluetooth chip is to get your phone to connect to it, and the second Bluetooth unit that's in there, the chip that's in there, is so that that can connect to your car using Bluetooth. So you can have no wires whatsoever other than the power wire, which is pretty cool. Not all cars, especially the older ones, are going to have that capability where you need that second Bluetooth chip to connect to your car. So if you don't, they do sell a less expensive one, which is just the W901. If you want the dual Bluetooth capability, then you need the Pro, right? So it's a little bit more expensive. Right now, it's $269.99 for the Pro. And then for just a standard 901 so for the standard 901, it's $259.99. So it's not that much less expensive, to be quite honest. You're only talking 10 bucks. You can install rear view cameras with this. They're wireless, which is pretty cool. Again, that's a little bit more expensive. They have steering wheel control mechanisms where you can kind of connect it to your steering wheel control, and you have like controls for it. So you don't have to like kind of reach over and touch it or anything like that. So yeah, this is an unboxing for me. I got this and they sent me a coupon code. So if I can get a coupon code for you guys, I will, and I'll add it to the description below so you can use it. But for now, I was able to get it for a little bit less expensive. I was able to get this for $180, which is incredible. I had a $86 discount code. Yeah, so I'm really excited to kind of open this up and try it. I'm hoping that it's very user-friendly, easy to use, just plug and play really. And again, there's 3 ways. And you know what? Let's just cut to the chase. Let's open this up and see what it's all about. Kind of excited because I want to try this out, and I'm hoping that this is actually a pretty decent unit. I've seen a few reviews and all of them were really good. I mean, I don't think anyone really had any beef with this unit at all. So this is it. The Carpuride W901 Pro. So again, the Pro is because it's got the 2 Bluetooth chips in it. Ow. Paper cut. We got the screen. And again, I think this is a 9-inch screen, so pretty cool. All right, it's a little reflective because it's glass. All right, some people really like this. I got some blood here. All right. All right, so what else does it have in the box other than the screen? So I showed you the screen, and we'll kind of go over some of the stuff that's on here. There's a mic attachment here. There's an SD card attachment. I don't know if you can see that. There is a cam, right? That's for the rear view camera if you want to install that. An AV out, which is the aux cord that you can connect from this to your radio. If you don't have Bluetooth, you can do that. It's got a USB port. I'm not sure what the USB port is for. Maybe for pictures and odds and ends. You can kind of, maybe in videos, you know, if you have a thumb drive. And then a DC 12 volt connector. The power button is up top. It's right over here. That's basically it. And then you have the mounting bracket location right over here. Basically, that's going to connect to the mounting bracket that's also in this box. Let's pull that out. right. So this part connects to your unit. You can mount this to your windshield, and I believe, yes, there's another mount in here where you can kind of 3M tape it to your console if you want to do that. I guess if you have an older car and you don't care, and it's definitely a lot more secure, you could put that down onto the dashboard and then connect it to your unit. So we're not going to do that. They do give you an aux cord. So you have an aux cord here. Usually gold connectors are a better connection point for audio cables and stuff like that. You know, it might be, I mean, it might be gold plated, but anyways, they give you an aux cord. You have your power cord, an easy connection to your 12-volt battery in the car, right? I mean, it's a little bulky, but it'll do the job. Then you have, I guess, oh, so you can actually install this onto your dashboard, and then you can mount this onto here, right? Depending on where you want to mount it. So if you don't have a secure spot, you don't want to attach it to your windshield, you can secure this to a spot in your car, and then this will go right to it, okay? And then you have that all connected. Owner's manuals, you know, their support system is supposed to be very good. I'm curious to see. Hopefully I never have to deal with it, but let's open up the manual and kind of discuss this a little bit. All right, iPhone CarPlay, Android Auto. It's got iPhone Mirror Link, Android Mirror Link, 5 sound modes, including built-in speakers. So it does have built-in speakers if you want to use them. They're little 5-watt, 4-ohm speakers. It does do FM transmitting. So there's multiple ways you can connect to your car. You can connect with the Bluetooth, you can connect with the FM transmitter, you can connect with the aux cord. So yeah, you got 3 ways of connecting it. USB currently supports up to 64 gigabytes of interface for playing music, video, pictures, and a USB flash drive, or connecting to a mobile phone using a USB data cable. I didn't even know that that was an option inside the car, not supported by some models. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's got an EQ on it, so you can kind of adjust the bass and the treble and all that kind of stuff. I heard it's actually pretty good. It looks very easy to install, so I'm really curious. I just want to like hook it up into the car and see how it works. Plug it in, see how quickly it loads up, and connect the phone and see. I'll bring the manual with me just in case, but no, we should be set to go. So let's bring it out to the car and check it out. All right, one more thing. So connecting this is a little difficult. It's not difficult, it's really easy actually, but you just need to make sure that it clicks into place. So once you get this into this, you need to pull up and then snap it into place, all right? And this thing ain't going anywhere, right? So this thing is basically going to, I'm still bleeding, by the way. The things I do for you guys. It's on there pretty tight, and then now you can connect it to your windshield. So you can tighten this up so it doesn't move. You can loosen this up so you can extend it. See? Tighten that up. You can loosen this up and then rotate it on the ball here. So there's a few different ways to customize this. Pretty cool. I mean, it's a neat little mounting bracket. So again, finally, let's go out to the car and check it out. All right, so I'm setting this up so hopefully you guys can see this. But here's the screen, right? And then we're trying to mount this about here. So you can see how much larger this screen is to the older one, right? Or the existing one, I should say. With some of the older Subarus and some of the older models, they're even smaller than that. They're probably like an inch smaller. So they're like little tiny screens. So let's take this off. All right, put a little moisture on there. All right, and then I have the 12-volt connector, and all I'm going to do is just connect this into the 12-volt outlet that's here on the bottom side. Let's see how quickly this starts up, right? Pretty sure I need the car to be on. Hopefully you can see that. Well, that was pretty quick. Holy cow. All right, and I have my 3.5 millimeter aux cord here, and I'm not going to connect that yet because I want to see how this connects to my phone, and then see if I can connect it with the Bluetooth in this car, see how that works. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I want to connect the Bluetooth of this unit, and I can see it. I believe it's this one, Carpuride right here. All right, so you have the Bluetooth transmitter and the Carpuride 8BA395. All right, I don't have Android Auto, so we can disconnect that. I do want it to do Apple CarPlay. They call it iPlay here. Okay. All right, so I'm in Bluetooth Discover mode, the 8BA395. Right, there you go. Pair it. Allow. Turn on Wi-Fi and use CarPlay. Allow. And there we go. I'm connected to CarPlay. I mean, it's pretty quick, actually. It's pretty smooth. I mean, the screen's pretty bright. You can actually adjust the screen settings. So it's just like having like your own Apple CarPlay built into the car, but it's obviously on this 9-inch screen. So that's actually playing through this speaker right here. I don't want to get any like copyright marks against me, but yeah, I mean, it's playing through here. So let's do this. Let's see if we can connect the Bluetooth of the car to this, now that we have it hooked up over here. So let's turn this on. So it's not the settings of Apple CarPlay that I want to be in. I want to be in the unit itself, because I want the unit to talk to the car so that the Bluetooth stuff goes directly to the car. So that's what I need to figure out. And it says step 2 to enter audio output interface from this car from here. Okay, so basically if I go home, you see audio output. Click on audio output, search for the Bluetooth name of the car. So let's go back to where we were before and see about adding a device. And then the Subaru is right here. So you're gonna wanna connect to the Bluetooth, the Subaru, confirm. And then the Bluetooth is connected. This unit is now connected to this radio. My phone is connected directly to this. So now we have this whole sync going on right now. So let's go back home. Let's go back to CarPlay. And this is, obviously, this is where you can connect to the audio aux or FM transmitter or your Bluetooth, which is what you're already connected to, or use the speakers. But now I'm just trying to figure out how to get back to Apple CarPlay. There's your EQ. So the EQ is pretty good, and there's some pre-settings: classic, rock, jazz, electric, pop. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? Custom, standard. It's awesome. Oh, there we go. So for some reason I had to turn the thing off for it to recognize, but it is playing through my car. So let's just play, I don't know, just play like a YouTube video of mine. Let's see if the sound makes it through. Yeah. All right. Woo! Apple CarPlay is up. It's playing through the radio. The only cord I have is the power cord. So not bad. You can make calls with this thing, just like any other Apple CarPlay, you know, so it's really good. If you're getting distortion through your radio, just turn the media volume down a little bit, and then that'll help you out. So, all right, so far so good. I'll keep you posted and let you know. But right now, I think everything's rocking and rolling. You can actually set this up for right drive, so the menu system is set up a little differently. Adjust your brightness if you want it a little bit lighter. This has got automatic brightness, so at night it senses that it's at night and it changes the screen. So I'm just gonna have to play with this a little bit and tell you how it is, but for now it's working really good. All right, so I used the Carpuride for a week now, and I've kind of worked out some of the quirks that are on this unit. I mean, it's not perfect. There are a couple things you have to know about it. Number one, I think the microprocessor that's in these units, and I don't know if the 701, which I also got, and I'm going to be trying that too, the 701 Pro, which should be identical to this, just a smaller screen. It's a 7-inch screen instead of a 9-inch screen. Because the 9-inch screen is kind of large. If you could see it, I mean, it is pretty big, you know, and if you put this on your windshield, it'll take up a lot of space. I don't even know if the police officers are going to really care for that, but anyway. So the 9-inch screen is kind of large, that's why I have the 701, but the processors and all the internal components should be identical. I have an email out to Carpuride to find out if that is the case, but I believe that is to be the case. And it's the Pro. They're both Pros, so they have 2 Bluetooth chips. One, because the way that this is really supposed to be designed for is for your phone to connect to the Carpuride with the first Bluetooth chip, and the second Bluetooth chip is to connect the Carpuride to your car. Now in this case, I've been having nothing but problems, a lot of echoing issues. I tried the 3.5 millimeter aux cord, and it was like a popping noise every time you would turn the unit on and turn it off, so I didn't care for that, so I went back to the Bluetooth. But the only way I could solve the echoing problem on this unit was to, rather than connect my phone to the Bluetooth of the Carpuride, connect it directly to the car. And then the Wi-Fi, which gives you the capability of playing Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, that's going to be on, and that's going to allow you to connect to Apple CarPlay, you know, so you don't have to connect the Bluetooth to the car. But when you do set it up that way, then you have to go to car home, audio out, and make sure that the audio out is not on the Bluetooth transmitter, but on the Apple iPlay Auto, okay? And that's how it's gonna like communicate. It's basically gonna know that the phone is gonna send the Bluetooth to the car rather than the phone sending the Bluetooth to the unit and then the unit to the car. Anyway, I know that's a little complicated. It took me a week to figure things out, but overall the unit's really good. It's definitely a convenient way of adding Apple CarPlay or wireless CarPlay or Android Audio to your car if you don't have it on an older automobile, on you know, a classic car or something like that. The other thing that I'm not really thrilled about, and you could probably see it in this video, is the screen is very glossy. And you know, I get it. They want it to be bright, and at night it works perfectly. But when you have sun and all that kind of stuff, you can see the glare. I mean, it's just, the reflection off of the glass is pretty heavy. So, I mean, that could get annoying after a while. But overall, everything is really good. It's not that bad a unit. All right, and just to give you an idea of the difference in size between the 701 Pro and the 901 Pro, you can kind of physically see it right there. So it's definitely a little smaller. And I can see this being a little bit more useful for an automobile. And it still has that glossy sheen to it, so I mean, it has a sticker on it, but I'll take that off and I'll play with it and see what it's all about. But it's definitely a better sized model. All right, so I use the same exact mount, same exact cord, power cord, and it started right up. So I'm gonna play with this a little bit, make sure all the settings are set up the same exact way, and then we'll go from there. All right, so I got the 701 Pro hooked up, and I use the same power cord, same mounting bracket, set up all the settings the same exact way. So the Bluetooth is going to the car, and yeah, so that's connected to the car, and the Wi-Fi is what's connecting the Apple iPlay or CarPlay to the Carpuride. So that's how that's communicating. So, and all the sound and everything is coming from the phone through the Bluetooth that's in the car. The other advantage to connecting it directly, the Bluetooth directly to the car, is the one thing I discovered is that, you know, I don't know the quality of the Bluetooth chips that are in here, but the Bluetooth that's in the car has less of a delay when you're watching like a YouTube video between voice and video. So when you're doing it through the Carpuride, there's quite a delay. It's like a 2-3 second delay. If you're sitting, you know, obviously parked and doing whatever and watching a video, it's just a little annoying. But if that doesn't bother you, then it's no big deal. But I noticed that on the Bluetooth with the car, there's less of a second of delay. You know, it's like almost insignificant. So anyway, that's something to consider. But this unit is definitely a little bit more of a proper size. So anyway, 701, 901, same exact unit. I think it's exactly the same components, same connections, everything. The brightness is there. The only thing you're gonna have to kind of play around with is to figure out what works best for your car. Whether it's Bluetooth going directly to the car, Bluetooth going to the Carpuride. And once you figure that out, then you'll be set to go. All right, talk to you later.